8 years ago. This game, I mean, it changed everything. The tension, yes, dude, chaos, sniper on the left. But that feeling of getting a chicken dinner, especially the first one, how many hours it took to grind. Oh my God! To get my first win on this game and the satisfaction of actually getting it. I had to practice so much off stream, just playing the game, trying to get rid of all of my bad practices from multiplayer games over all the years. Back in the release of this game, we didn't care about meta builds or loadouts. We didn't have to grind any weapons or figure out progression. This was purely about survival. The downtime between the action of this game, to many, felt boring, but the story of PUBG and what this game created, the experiences that it had, this absolutely created a whole genre. Fortnite wouldn't be what it is, Warzone. PUBG was really the start, and to this day, surprising probably to many, it is still thriving. The real question is, though, is PUBG still fun here in 2025 and beyond? Let's find out. It has been nearly a decade, man. But here we are. I'm right back on it. I've played a little bit with Squad and some of the boys lately, but I felt like tonight just hopping on and seeing what the solos experience was like. I mean, I have 1,500 hours on this game at least, just on the main version, let alone the beta, what I played prior. I've seen it since the very beginning, actually before it even came out. And I'm sure many of you guys are probably wondering too, how has the game changed? I mean, this, maybe it still does hold the record for the peak concurrent players. Mind you, it was just a PC game back at the time as well. We're going to start with the Miramar. Ooh. But we're also going to go to a casuals Erangel after this as well, which I've never seen nor tried. Whenever I play with the squad, it's always, they make fun of me, okay? Because I like to play strategies. I like to play position. I like to get wins. They need a little bit more action. Maybe they're just better than me, though, honestly. They can handle getting all of the kills. Maybe they can't handle my skill of driving. I probably should have stayed on a road. It's very easy to flip vehicles in this. And while I'm the #1 driver of Verdansk, I don't have the best track record in PUBG. We're in zone. We're going to go try and position up. Let's try and go all the way down to Valle de Mar. And I'm going to go on the road. And hopefully we don't get cooked out of this. Oh, wait. Hold on. Upgrade car. You know what's even crazier is the amount of times on this map I've done demolition derbies. In fact, tons of different custom games. This game completely changed my life. I'm not even kidding. Like, not only the way that I do content, it exploded my channel from my YOLO series, obviously, the episode 3, turning around a hater into an absolute lover of the commanding officer. But we've done PUBG death races because in this game, back in the day, the partnership that I had allowed me to have custom game controls for it. And even before that, we were doing things like zombies, 2 versus 98 zombies, even a whole squad of 8 against hordes of naked people running at us. It absolutely exploded my channel. It exploded my live stream. I mean, it just exploded gaming as a whole. I by no means was the biggest beneficiary from this game, but I just truly loved this one so much, as I think a lot of us did. The experiences that it was giving us, something so different, kind of a mix of that survival aspect of the game where every sound is important, every shot, how slow it is to heal, to res, even hot drops that you would get going somewhere like school, which I think will be our first stop on the next map. And what game lets you snipe from as far and actually see clearly from as far as this game? There's not a ton of foliage with the trees. Like, if there was somebody's running, we would spot them. Between leaning, if you go up against a wall, your gun actually goes up. It doesn't just clip into the wall. Like, they added an extra sense of realism and immersion that I do think we don't even see in games as much anymore even. Now I think with the TikTok brain that a lot of us have, we need more constant, fast-paced action And now, frankly, there's just so many more battle royales that do deliver on whether it's like a class-based one or the frantic, respawn-heavy, instantaneous action of Rebirth, Resurgence, which has been made into Reboot, Splitgate with its respawns. I mean, we've seen pretty much every version of a battle royale at this point. I've played so many of them. Now a lot of them, in fact, are getting more bots added to the game as well, which, to be fair, this game does as well. At least when I've gone back and played with Aculite, he calls everybody that we're fighting a bot, even in squads, but solos as well. We're down to 34 left here. Let's see if I can maybe move up a little bit more north for the zone pull here. Play position, go back to the car. They've also added rank to the game, which doesn't have bots, and I know even cheating in this game, just like every single other one, has taken an impact. I don't think I played it enough to really experience it all. Oh, there's C4. Somebody grabbed everything from here. That's not good. But I think especially for newer players, having bots and just letting you get to experience the game, keeping queue times up, like realistically, you do need that. Not everybody sweats this game, especially the skill gap for aim in this game is ridiculous with the recoil. Is that somebody on a zipline? What the heck is even that? All right, zone's pulling. I think we're going to try and go for this building here. We'll go up, hook a right at the road ahead. Post Tencent's acquisition of PUBG, though, they went really hard on cosmetics. Fortnite ending up taking over kind of made this game Fortnite itself, which my OG skins, apparently you can't even, this was from like pre-ordering the game, you can't even trade those anymore. They used to actually have a pretty significant value to them. Now the cosmetics are absolutely absurd to some degree. It still gets replaced by the actual equipment of your character, which I do like. If you get a level 3 helmet, it's not hidden underneath the big panda bear head or whatever you have on. My biggest problem with the cosmetics in this game, though, is I don't even know how to buy them. There's such a complexity and like gambling opening boxes system on it. I don't completely even understand it still. Every time I hop on, I kind of would be down to buy something. It's actually one thing going good for some of the other games is I can at least just go to the shop and buy the specific item that I want. I know there's even an online market for these skins. I don't know completely. Great position for this zone. Heard some shots up here where there is an abandoned car, and we heard some back here as well. Maybe we try and take second floor here. Let's pre-boost up as well. The problem is holding position until the end game also means that... Oh, footsteps. I'm going to be much less experienced, ready to fight. But these are mostly real players in here. I kind of want to just go push this guy. Vehicle's inbound, though. Not even close to hitting him. He's tooting his horn. I hear this guy out here, though. Frag. Holy shit. Got him. Actually, I'm going to save that. We'll just do some bandages. What's crazier, though, about this game is how much they've just kept building off of it. Like, back when it was in its earliest stages, you would do heals. It didn't even have any animations for it. You'd just be sitting there. I don't know if there's still a healing animation, too. Now you can even pick up your knocked teammates, though. You can put them in the car with you, take them with you. You can even pick up enemies, as a matter of fact, when they're knocked. This guy is completely dead, though. We got to look for the muzzle flash. No radar, no UAVs, all sound and eyes. Oh, there he is. Kobe. Damn, that was short. That was short. That was a level 3 helmet, too. I knew he's getting on that thing. Oh, I hit him. I don't know if I get an assist sign. J. Cole just got an ump kill. It might have been him. Top of the hill. Holy shit, dude. It's so hard to hit anything. You got to keep in mind how far away this is as well, though. Hit him. Arm shot. How long it's going to take him to heal as well. This guy did have a better 2 helmet. We're also out of zone. We got to play for the hill. the journey we've already had to go on to get here, and it's about to get a whole lot worse. I think we got to send it to the shack. Actually, did this guy have any more frags? I have one. Yes, dude. Just got that off on time. I think this is the level 3 helmet guy. Holy shit, it was, and I didn't even hit his helmet. Oh, baby. And there's a zip line? 3 vest is cracked. There's even armor repairs that are in the game now, too. I'm actually sweating right now. Hold on. Maybe I should have kept the 3 vests. I don't know. Top 5 situation here. I think I might want to just go for the high hill. I don't see anything crescent on the left side there. Oh, shoot. We found him. Sniper on the left. Shit. I didn't finish my drink. I don't want to waste a drop. Made! I see him. I see him. I might get shot in the back here, but... Get him to move where he's at. Okay. Maybe this guy killed him. Must have. 1v1. Should be low right. There he is at the shack. Oh my God! Kobe! We're back, baby! I'm so glad I recorded this. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Now, I want to try out Casuals, though, which is set for Erangel, the all-time classic, the OG gigantic Battle Royale. This actually is interesting. It's limited to doing 3 times per day, and it's 88 bots with 12 actual players on it. It looks like the map cycles every day as well. And while they do have a lot of big maps that it just randomly queues you into if you select a normal mode, there's also small maps that are kind of more Resurgence-esque. But where this is at now and how it has actually been built up from where it started by Brendan Green making a mod for DayZ, then working with H1Z1 before coming into PUBG, taking a game into early access and developing it year after year, which now is like the main format that honestly way too many games are trying to do and recreate the success of this. Nonetheless, started by a small team, launching March 23rd, 2017, early on in the year, into early access. The amount of people that messaged me saying, is this game on console? How do I play it on console? Until years later, they made a partnership with Xbox. They finally released it there. Now it's even on PlayStation. They have crossplay between the consoles. It's on mobile. Mobile has even more maps than the PC version. Like, there was a lot of innovations that I actually got to play on mobile that made its way to the main game as well, like automatically switching attachments as you pick up new weapons. And, I mean, it's interesting how different the games even are between them. All right, here we go. We're back. Erangel, the absolute classic, which got a little bit of a facelift, but is, for the most part, pretty damn OG. And the spot to go here was school. There was really no way to practice on this game back in the day either. They didn't have the arcade that they have now with TDM or the firing range, which is actually still one of the best firing ranges of any of the Battle Royales that I've played. You have moving targets, vehicles moving targets, 400, even like 1,000-meter out long targets that you could practice your sniping at. It's ridiculous. Couple drop in here. This was the way that we used to practice, though. We'd drop down. School, this is what I would tell people to do practice. You need repetitions, especially if you saw from the last game, right? Like, it can be pretty slow. You don't get a lot of fights. So it's hard to get the practice in. And oh my goodness, look at them all running here. I got to be careful about in front of me. And of course, when this game first came out, it started as a third-person shooter. I don't know if I can even swap shoulders. I don't know if I've set that up because I haven't played third-person much. You know what? Let's swap this out for the sub. Pull some cover here. I don't have a helmet. He's crossing. Holy. If I had a nade, I can blast him. Oh, he's out. Oh my goodness. I feel like Shroud right now. Wait a second. Hold on. I do have Shroud skin in this game, as a matter of fact. M4. That's a pretty classic pull as well. Maybe we'll just stick with the sub. I don't even see this guy. There he is. Headshot. Oh, maybe not actually. You know what? To just get you kind of back into it, this is kind of nice. In Warzone, they made it so the only way you could even play the game is casuals for solos right now. It looks like it was just a page out of PUBG's book that they're trying to take once again. I actually don't know who even had it first. I would just assume. I hear somebody down here. I love that you can free look in this game as well. Look at my backpack, dude. What the heck? I don't even know some of the cosmetics that I have. 4x? Nah. I like the 2x on the M4. Keep the sub for the kills. What's crazy, though, is just how big this map is. They've now added even ferries. You can swim in the water, of course. Looks like it's pulling way up north here to Yaz. Sniper shots coming out of Roz, maybe? No? Apartments? I kind of like the third person, though. Maybe I just got too used to it back in the day. Obviously, being able to third-person peek the corners is a little cheese. I'd say most of the North American players do prefer their first-person shooter games, and once they added first-person to this, I mean, that was a whole nother story. VSS, bro. Wait a second. This went crazy. This is so quiet. Oh, look, a vending machine. Get a little sody pop. All right, this might be a mistake to run it, but we're going to try it. Even the fact that the loot, like, that you need is highlighted as you're running over it, just, you know, very nice. Muzzle brake. This actually reduces the vertical recoil, horizontal, and the camera shake control, which also, nice touch. You can see the percentage of what's being affected with the attachments that you put on. But there was a point when PUBG accounted for 10% of all of the player base on Steam. Like, if you weren't around or paying attention to PC gaming or, you know, gaming online in general, because even if you weren't playing, there was a lot of people just watching this game. This really was a transformation of shooter games online, like on a massive tidal wave scale that we really hadn't seen. And while it's a little bit different, Fortnite, you could probably argue, had an even bigger impact after that. Maybe some would say Warzone, but nonetheless, this was really the genesis game for it. And they've continued to try to expand off of it. They don't have any of the destruction on this map, but you get a C4, and on Sandhawk, they've added a ton of destruction. Shoot the Panzerfaust at a wall, just blows it right open. Something akin to what Battlefield's doing, nowhere near the level of destruction as something like the Finals, for example. Oh, we got a fast mover. He has no idea where I'm shooting from right here. He'll hear the bullets whizzing by him, but no idea. Now, that's probably a bot, but nonetheless, no idea. Oh, hit. And there's no, like, you get hit. Here's a hit marker for the direction that hit came from either. This is sound. This is feel. Somebody's popping off of the M249. The feed, I can see that, though. Let's see if I can secure a vehicle and at least be ready to rotate here. Rondo added some destruction back in 2024 as well. And we had seen some, like, specific wall destruction in the game that was kind of, like, highlighted. You can destroy this. But really, it's just more recently that they've opened up more of the maps to destruction. And it is something that they are working to expand across all of them. And let's see if we can go over. This was always a guaranteed spot for a vehicle here in the garage. I maybe shouldn't be running right in the middle of the road either. Let's pull a little cover here, at least try and stay concealed on our move. Oh, wait, here we go. We can take this. Look at this hot rod. The Dacia. Dacia? Who knows? Even the way the gunplay... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hold on. That's easier. Yeah, that's just a little easier. The way that the gunplay feels has been altered a lot, though. And they've made mistakes that they've had to revert back from. Oh my gosh, look at my backpack. Just keeps getting weirder. They introduced a new aim punch system that's kind of like flinch when you get shot. They also reduced a lot of the excessive camera shake that was happening because, I mean, look at this gun. Even with how it is now, me not controlling anything, my shots are going to the moon here. Mind you, this is a 30-round mag extended. I think takes it to 40 on this gun. There's not gigantic mags in the game. While you also have to go for knock steals. If somebody gets knocked, you can steal their kill. It can be quite difficult to actually get the kill in the first place, but then even a knock finish, the health pool is pretty high for knocks. Reses take 10 seconds. It's very long, hard to pull off, although they are silent. In fact, it wasn't until just 2023 that they added a resurrection system in the game, which also has gone through many different iterations. Now kind of at the point where you need to go and pick up a dog tag from your teammate, bring it to a res station. There's even like portable res stations that you can find, but it's extremely rare to actually find one. Same thing with like self-revives. Extremely rare to actually find and use. Is this guy gonna drive at me? He probably doesn't know where I'm shooting him from. He's just a little scaredy cat. He doesn't know what's going on. There's no third-person camera for driving vehicles either in this game. You gotta stick in the first person. My biggest frustration with the res is it is still hard to pull off. It's also very long. Once you activate the res, you have to wait for your teammate to come in. If it's at the beginning of the game, they might have changed it by now, but there was like 8-minute long waits. I'm not even kidding. 8 minutes before you come back that we were experiencing, at least when they first introduced this back then. This guy might hop me right here. Oh, he's so cooked. Holy recoil, bro. He's got to be one in there. Oh, my gosh. He's got the defilade there. Is that his head? No. But at the same time, I totally get it, right? Like, this is supposed to be a much more hardcore Battle Royale experience. And I think they do that so well at the end game. Like, even from our first game, it makes it so much more satisfying when you get that win and you can survive the entire way through. I don't mind at the beginning of the game having that way to bring your team back, though, because there is a problem that we've experienced many times on squads where you're playing, one person gets killed off, and now they're not going to sit there and spectate for literally a 30-minute long matchup, and instead we're all going to just blow ourselves up with a frag and reset the game in literally the first zone. That also dwindles the player count for everybody that's there, so I think there's a lot of good justifications for having a res system, especially early on in the game. Maybe even something easier than what it is now. Look at this. We did not get zone. It's definitely pulling up to Yaz. We're going to go for the drive. Buckle up! I think one of the coolest and like most underrated things that you probably haven't even heard about that was added to the game, though, was besides just being able to mantle and like jump and mantle and grab and ledge grab, we've seen that in games, you can actually coordinate with your teammates, giving them a boost up onto a roof and then sticking your arm down, being able to pull him up onto a roof and some of the ledges that you otherwise could never get up onto in like solos, for example, what I'm playing now. So cool, and leads to, it still takes a really long time to do. You have to go through full animations for it, but it leads to so many additional crazy angles and plays. It's just insane. And actually, yeah, we do have third person because we're in third person right now in cars. That's true. They added some other goofier things like group emotes with songs and dances that my buddy Tom is a very big fan of. Uh-oh. Destabilizing the car a little here. I think that was coming from this building. A little bit of lag going through these fences here. Ooh, loadout box coming down here. Or not. Oh, I'm tripping. Care package. Bust through the fence. Oh, my goodness. Ghillie suit. Oh, it's the push, boys. Oh, my goodness. This is turning into my best video ever, dude. What the heck? Literally full level 3 with a P90. I forget how to turn the laser off, but I think the laser's only visible to me on this. I don't remember. We still got the car. Got P90. Nice. Got a frag. Med kit. And this was too, like, you would have end games where you just go prone in the grass. You try and snake it out. Extended mag would still be good for my AR. Maybe a better grip as well. Angled is ADS horizontal. Sway after every single shot. Yeah, that might be good in case I need a tap fire towards the end here. We'll see, though. Oof, I do like the MK2. There's more of a DMR. Might give me more versatility, but we'll keep the P90 main. And they've added a ton of new equipment, too, like emergency flares that you can throw on the ground that'll, like, deploy cover blocks out of nowhere. They have the flare system, which we used to do custom games on all the time, where it was flare gun only, or I'd boost the flare loot. It was insane. There'd be the BRD giant vehicles coming in, or the insane level 3 packages flying in all over the place. A lot of that stuff, though, is quite rare, again, and I think that helps with the excitement of actually finding it, and also the balance of, like, you know, you don't have everybody who has self-reses who can also pre-cook the res and then get tapped by the teammates and not even consume the res. It's like, it's not people constantly flying at you. It's a lot more paced out. Vehicle incoming here. Double frag, 7 smokes. My goodness. I actually kind of want to stay close to my car in case we need it for an extract here. And I'm playing on relatively high graphic settings right now. Ultra, high. So yeah, I guess pretty dang high. I think a lot of the pros and the competitive players, which is the big direction that this game ended up turning to. Back when it came out, they said, like, 6 months after launch, we're going to have mod support. This is going to be really a customizable experience, similar to kind of like what Arma is. And they decided to switch directions and instead turn it into an esport and competitive, which I know a lot of people like and enjoy. It never really was my thing, even though we held our own tournaments, the Mountaineer Opens and such over the years. My favorites really were the fun community customs that we would do, but honestly, those were great too. How do you switch seats? Ah, there we go. I might be better off just sitting in a bush. We really got to stay inside because anybody can third-person me here as well. Get the pan, protect the booty. Everybody always asks why I use the pan in Warzone now. It's from these days, brother. Ooh, package coming down dead ahead. I'm not going for another one, but we can protect it and kill it. Oh, there's only 4 players left. What the heck? Somebody's probably been fragging out in this lobby. Look at how quiet it is. They just let you hear. Even my footsteps, you know, they hear that. If I reload, if I do anything, they're going to hear it. Crouch sprinting's a little quieter. All right, let's get into it. This game isn't like the most graphically insane anyways, but I will say it's made improvements, and I think the next step from what I've heard is they're switching over to... Oh! The Unreal Engine 5. I think my tires popped. Ugh. Holy, okay, we found 2 of them. We were baiting the shots. We know where they are now. Oh, the bad news is we're not in. There's, like, no cover here. I think we might need to try to wrap to the right and clear this out. Looking for movement on the hill through the crack at the top of the thing here. I'm guessing he's behind that cement block of the power lines or whatever that is. Top the boosters. I love, though, that this game lets you have the end game fights. Oh. He's on a bike. A little further. Come on, reach. Oh, that was a good throw, dude. Is that a mobile cover? I'm worried about getting flanked here, but I think... Yep, it is a mobile cover. We know exactly where this dude is. Thing is, he's thirding me right now. He's got zone. You know what? I'm going to throw a smoke right on top of him. He blue zones that. Oh, wait, there's already an... Got him. Wait! 2 more. I didn't kill the guy over there. Shit. Smoke nade. There, he's crossing. Got it. All I have is the smokes left. I'm going to smoke his tree. We're in zone. We're in zone. We wait. No more nades. Can I get loot off this guy? Oh my gosh, he had 3 nades on him. Kobe. Is that him on the left there? That is him, bro. That's him. That's him. 4, 5. Was it not? There it is! There's the chicken, boys! Hey, you know, you still come down against real players at the end. They're definitely a little bit of longer games. It's fun hopping back in on this. If you guys enjoyed a little off-stream video, more commentary gameplay style like I used to do ages ago, give it a like. Let me know what you guys think of the game as well. If you've been playing PUBG at all, if it's been feeling fun, if you have been, or if this interests you to hop back on it. Maybe I'm just nostalgia mountain, too tied to the past. Maybe it is really as good of an experience as I had today here, though. But I kind of feel like we got to hop on this a little bit more. Thanks so much for watching, though. That's it for this one. Stonemouse64, over and out.